Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you the absinthe basics so that you can impress your guests and maybe even make a little bit of money on the side. I'm going to cover what it is, its history, why it was banned, how to serve it, some popular brands, and how to upsell it to your guests. By the end of this video, you will know everything you need to impress your guests and feel like a real Parisian. Let's get started. First things first, what actually is absinthe? Absinthe is a strong, clear drink made from herbs and spices. The main ingredient is wormwood, which is an herb that has a distinct bitter taste and is said to have medicinal properties. Other ingredients include star anise, fennel, mint, green tea, citrus peel, and various other botanicals. Absinthe is typically around 70% alcohol and has a very distinct minty, licorice flavor. It gets its color from the chlorophyll in the plants used to make it. Interestingly, absinthe was originally marketed as a health tonic and was even recommended by doctors for a variety of ailments. However, it soon gained a reputation as a kind of crazy drug that could make people go insane and do all sorts of crazy things. And this is where we got the name La Fée Verde, or the Green Fairy. This reputation was likely due to the absinthe's high alcohol content and the fact that people were using it to treat all sorts of different things. Either way, it became very popular very quickly. In fact, it was so popular that by the 19th century, it was being consumed by over 30 million people in over 80 countries. Sadly, though, it was soon banned in many of these places due to its reputation as a dangerous drug. But don't worry, it is now legal again in most places. Now that you know what it is, let me tell you how it's served. Traditionally, absinthe is served with a little bit of water and a sugar cube. The water is dripped slowly onto the sugar cube to create a cloudy green or white drink. This method is called the traditional French, or the waterfall pour. You can also just pour the water in, but that's not nearly as fun. If you want to be extra fancy, you can serve it in a pre-chilled glass and then use a special absinthe spoon that has a strainer built into it. Absinthe can also be used to make cocktails, and there are many different ways to do this. One popular way is to use it as a base and then add fresh mint leaves, lime juice, and simple syrup. This makes a drink called a zombie. Another popular drink is the Sazerac, which is made with absinthe, rye whiskey, sugar, Peychaud's bitters, and lemon peel. Of course, you don't have to use fresh mint or any of that other stuff. There are plenty of pre-made mixes that you can buy, and they're probably going to be better than anything you could make yourself. My point is, though, you can serve it straight up, or you can mix it with other things. One last thing before we move on to the brands. If you work in a hotel, you might notice that a lot of people ask for absinthe, but they might not know how to order it, so it can be helpful to walk them through the process. First, I ask them if they want it neat or on the rocks. If they say neat, then just pour it in a glass and serve it up. If they say on the rocks, then ask them if they want it with water or soda. If they say water, then you can either pour the absinthe over the ice cubes, or you can use a jigger to measure out a single ounce of absinthe and then top it off with soda water. There are many different brands of absinthe, but some of the most popular ones include the classic European brands like Pernod and Absinthe, as well as newer American brands like New Holland Absinthe and Leopold Brothers Absinthe. One last thing to keep in mind is that absinthe is a very strong drink, so you may want to offer your guests a mixer to go with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a like. And if you'd like to learn more about cocktails, wine, or beer, just search my channel for more videos. Cheers.